Namaste my dear children, this is the continuation of the last week video and we are going to see the same lesson, that is lesson number 3, programming multiple sprite in Scratch. The concept that we are going to see is, we are going to discuss two concepts, that is determining the location of the sprite, and the second concept is current sprite info with its x and y axis.
Now we are going to see about a current sprite info. Where to see the current sprite info? Click on eye icon present on the top left corner of a sprite thumbnail to display the sprite info pane. It includes information about a selected sprites as well as a few tools maintaining the sprite. Current sprite info pane, it shows a sprite name, XY position and directions. If we need, we can change the name of the sprite. Now we are going to change the name of the sprite as OLIVE, olive. And coming to the directions, the direction indicates how a sprite will turn when it executes a move instructions. Then show. If we enable this show options, we can see the sprite on the stage. If we disable this option, the sprite will be hidden from our stage. Again, now I am enable our sprite. By clicking this arrow, again we can come back to the main screen. Now we are going to change the hero of the Scratch called our sprite. The sprite is standing on the stage. Select the delete option and we are just going to delete our sprite. We are going to select a new sprite from Choose Sprite Library. Okay, so from this library many categories are there. Among these categories we are going to select the sprite from the options Fantasy. So from the Fantasy, just we are going to select Giga, and now the Giga is added on the stage. Now we are going to see about directions, that is, the direction is, we can change the sprite in various degrees. It may be 90 degree, plus 90 degree, minus 90 degree or plus 180 degree. Suppose if the direction is in 90, then it is in the right side. If the direction is in the minus 90, then it is in the left side. If the direction is in 180 degree, then it should be in the downwards. If the direction is in the 0, it should be up. So just by clicking this degrees, we can just change the direction of our sprite as up, down, right, left or bottom. Okay, and again clicking back this arrow, we can come back to the main screen. Okay children, next we are going to see about determining the location of the sprite. So this is the second content, determining location of the sprite. So now we are going to change the new backdrop. So select a new backdrop from, choose a backdrop from library. So many categories has been displayed. So among these categories, now we are going to select other, and I am going to select XY grid. Okay children, now our backdrop has been changed. Okay, and at the same time now we are going to change our sprite. We are going to add a new sprite. So first we are going to delete this old sprite and we are going to again select a sprite called ball. So among this category we are going to select a new sprite, that is basketball. Okay, and now the new sprite has been added on the stage. Okay children, what does mean by XY grid? See, I have added one XY grid. Why? What is the usage of this? Because by using this XY grid, we can see the position of our sprite exactly by seeing the X and Y values. Now we have added a new backdrop, that is XY grid backdrop. Why we have added this XY grid backdrop? In the sense, this grid clearly shows the value of X and Y. So by the usage of grid, we can easily identify the current position of our sprite. Okay, so that's why we have added XY grid as a backdrop. But normally we are unable to see this grid because this is only for the understanding purpose of x and y value. So we have added this. Next we are going to see the explanation of the stage. Okay, this area is called as stage, that we have already seen in the last session. Okay children, and the horizontal line is called as x-axis. This horizontal line is called as x-axis and the vertical line is called as y-axis. The two axes divide the stage into 4 quadrants. The point at which the two axes meet is the center of the stage, and the center of the stage is called as origin. The origin has the value x0 and y0, and you can move a sprite wherever it is required on the stage. Have you ever noticed, children, when I starts moving my cursor up and down, the value of x and y, it goes on changes either in positive or in negative. Moving a sprite towards the left bottom of our stage. So at that time the value of x and y, both the value will be in the negative. Okay, when I am just placing my cursor, just see the position value of x and y, both x and y will be in the minus. When I am just moving my sprite towards the left top corner, now the value of x will be a minus 207 and the y will be in plus 142. Okay, and when I am moving my sprite towards the right bottom corner, now the value of x will be in the plus, that is plus 186, and the y will be in the minus 109. Now when I starts moving my sprites towards the right top corner, now the value of my sprite x will becomes a plus 192 and y will become a plus 137. Simple children, that is left bottom corner, both the value of x and y will be in the minus. Left top corner, x will be in the minus and y will be in the plus value. Right bottom corner, both x will be in the plus and y value will be in the negative. Right top corner, x value will be in the positive and y value will be in the positive. Now we are going to see about a sprite address. What is meant by sprite address, children? Imagine if you are going for your friend house, you should know the address of your friend house. That is house number, city name, etc. So likewise, we have to identify the address of the sprite. How will you identify the sprite address? It is here, it is there. Yes, we can't say it like that. So to identify the sprite address, we are going to use XY coordinator. Okay, so by using this XY coordination, we can just identify the address, that is position of our sprite, where it is located exactly. See, now I am just moving my sprite to all the 4 corners of the stages. So while I am moving the value of x and y, it is automatically changing, children. Just notice that. Okay, and this is origin, and I am just going to place my sprite at the center of the stage. If I am starts moving my sprite towards the left of the stage, that is towards the left side of an x-axis, the value of a x-axis will often it will be in the negative. Okay, and when I start moving my sprites towards the right side of the x-axis, the value of x will be often in the plus. Okay, positive. Yes, now we are going to move our sprite towards the up of the y coordinate. The value of y will be in the positive. Okay, now we are going to move the sprite towards the bottom of the y coordinate. The value of the y will be in the negative. So this is the way we have to see the position of our current sprite. Coming to the script area, we are going to select the X position and Y position from the motion blocks. So just I am going to enable the X position and Y position. By enabling this, you can automatically see this, children. So this is nothing but a name of our sprite. Now the name of our sprite is basketball. The position of our sprite, X value is in 0 and Y position is in the -7. Imagine now I am moving my sprite. Just look at the position. The X position is in -189 and Y position is in -88. So by seeing this, we can easily identify the current position of our sprite. And at the same time, we can see the current position of our sprite at the right corner of the script area. So this position of X and Y will be automatically, you can see whenever if you start inserting your sprite, immediately you can see the position of this X and Y. It is a default value. Okay. And the same -189 is the position of X. In both the places, the value of X is same. And at the same time, the Y value is also same. Okay. And one more places is there, children. By going to this current info pan, there is X and Y axis. Here also you can see the value of X position and Y position is same. So it shows that we can see the current position of our sprite in 3 places. That is at the left corner of your stage and right corner of your script area and in the current sprite info. So by using these 3 places, you can easily identify the position of our sprite. Next, we are going to select a glide option from the motion block. And imagine, children, now our sprite is here and we are going to change the value as 125, X value, and Y value as 55. Okay, I have changed my values and I am going to load it. Double click it. See, the position of the sprite has been moved. Okay, have you noticed, children? Now I am going to move my sprite to the left top corner and I am again going to double click it. See, it is clearly moved to the position where we have set. Okay, now I am going to move my sprite towards the bottom and I am going to click it. Yes, it clearly shows that once if we set the position of X and Y, after clicking it, the sprite will automatically goes to the places where it is fixed. That is according to the value of X and Y. Yes, now we are going to change the backdrop of our stage, children. Yes, actually, yes, we can change, we can select this option, blue sky. And now our backdrop is changed. Okay, if you need, you can place this basketball X position and Y position, otherwise you can remove it. Okay, so again coming to the script area, children, we have changed our new backdrop and we are going to delete this. Yes, select our sprite, then we are going to add when flag clicked from the event block. And we are going to set the position of X and Y. Just go to the motion block and now we are going to set the X value and Y value. So now I am going to add the value of X as -175 and the value of Y as -50. Okay, next I am going to the looks block and I am going to add, say, to display a message that now I am at stage left. Now I am at stage left. Okay. So I am going to display this message for nearly 5 seconds and I'm just going to double click it. Okay children. Look at this, a message has been displayed. Now I am at stage left for 5 minutes. Yes, yeah, I think that it's very clear to you children. Students, now we are going to do a new program. Yes, the concept is what we want to do now. Now we have changed our sprite children. There is a ball. Okay, we have added a new ball. What we want to do? The ball is standing at the topmost left corner of the screen. Okay, and it has to form a triangle by touching the bottom. This is the concept. Okay, shall we start doing this? So as usual, what we want to do children? First we should go to the script area. So this is the area where we can add all our palettes, that is blocks, to do a program. So going to the event block, first we are going to add when flag clicked. Then in the motion blocks we are going to add a go to X and Y, because now we are going to set the position of X axis and Y axis. Okay, so I'm going to set the position of X as minus 200 and the Y value as 140. So this is the position, and to repeat the steps we are going to add repeat block from the control palette. Okay, from control block we have added repeat. So I am going to repeat the steps for 40 times. Okay, and so though it has to move now to the straight, we should add some steps. So that's why I am adding move 10 steps, and next I am going to add if one edge bounces. Okay, what is the function of this if one edge bounces? It just checks to see if the sprite is touching the edge of the screen with the move steps block. Okay, so that's the main functions of if one edge bounces. So I am adding this, and next as usual we know what is the function of a glide. So I am adding a to glide block, and I am going to set the position of X. Okay children, so here the position of X is 0 and Y position is minus 180. See, now actually it starts moved. Okay, I hope you have seen that. Yes children, the value is minus 180. Yes, and next again I am going to change the X value as minus 200 and Y value as 140. Okay, so here the Y value is 140. So almost we have completed our all steps. So the final steps is now we are going to see the output. So how? Just you know what is mean by this? Yes, by clicking this presentation we can see the output in a full screen mode. Shall we check the output children? Look at this. Wow, nice. This is our output. Again I am clicking our flag. Just look at the output children. Wow, nice, superb. Okay children, so I hope this concept is very clear to you.
And coming to the vocabulary part, this is your vocabulary. Kindly go through your vocabulary, think well, and write your vocabulary at least one time in your ICT notebook. Yes children, thank you.